I've been living in Sequim on the Olympic Peninsula for a month now. And before I leave on December 1st, I wanted to finally make it out to the new Dungeness Light Station. The tide is not great today, but it's my only shot. The Dungeness Spit is one of the longest natural sand spits in the world, stretching about 5 miles into the Strait of Juan de Fuca. When the tide rises, a section of it disappears completely. It's a place that rewards good timing and punishes bad timing. I've done a lot of really cool hikes, but the feeling on this one is so strange because you have water on both sides of you and it feels like it's closing in. At high tide, this water will come across and cover this whole thing to the water on the other side, and you'll be stuck at the light station. This area fooled a lot of ships. In fog and storms, the spit blended right into the water. Vessels like the Pacific, the Sultana, and the Traveler all ran aground near this stretch in the late 1800s. So many wrecks happened here that sailors started calling this place Shipwreck Spit. Up through here, the spit starts to get quite narrow. In 1914, the steamer Sioux ran aground in thick fog right along the spit. Passengers and crew had to climb out across the sand while the lighthouse keepers rushed to help them. And even earlier, crews from the wrecked schooners waited for hours or days on this same stretch of sand, hoping the tide would drop. This hike really makes you pay attention because nothing out here is stable for very long. A fast-moving wind or even a tremor off the coast can turn this hike into a swim. The lighthouse was built in 1857, back when ships depended on coastal lights to navigate these waters. Before radar or GPS, this spit was a real hazard. The original tower stood over 100 feet tall, so mariners could see it above storms and fog. In the 1920s, erosion forced it to be shortened, but the beacon never lost its light. I can finally see the lighthouse and a massive cargo ship. It really does feel like that is the only tangible thing out here. The time dilation from the start to now is crazy the way that it works. I feel like I've been out here forever and it's just been over an hour and 20 minutes. This light guided everything from fishing boats to international steamers entering Puget Sound. It survived fires, winter storms, erosion, and more than a century of shifting sand. Today, volunteers keep it alive the same way keepers once did, one quiet week at a time. Oh, we have finally made it, and I really hope that the keepers are around today or not super busy right now because I would love to see inside this place. And depending on the tide, we might get the full experience. Keepers once hauled supplies out here by wagon, then later by boat when storms cut them off. Their job was simple, but hard. Keep the light burning, yet the isolation itself made it one of the toughest posts on the coast. The volunteers today feel like a living connection back to that life and to that time. I actually got lucky. The keepers let me come inside. It's smaller than you think, but there's a certain calm to it. The interior still carries the same layout early keepers lived with. Narrow stairs, thick walls, and windows that make the ocean feel close from every angle. It's simple, practical, and built to do one thing: protect the light. They even let me climb to the lantern room, and the view from up here makes the whole hike well worth it. From the top, the spit looks even thinner. You can see why this light mattered so much, not just to sailors, but to the people living out here, keeping it running through storms and long nights. I'm so glad that I decided to come out here today, even if the tide made me work for it. This was quite an experience. The spit is different every day, shaped by tide, wind, and whatever the weather decides. It's not a simple walk, but it holds a lot of history, and it's the kind of place you remember long after you leave.